Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here with another video on the newly announced Adventure Awaits expansion pack releasing on October 2nd. However, before I get into the blog post that's going to be the main point of this video, we got an emergency patch today. I was not expecting that at all. So yeah, it's nothing big, but it sounds like it is fixing the problem with the pack selection feature they introduced in the last update, because this is it. That's all they put. Resolved an issue where the confirm button remained disabled for far too long after players disabled packs from the pack selection screen. Note, the actual time delay is largely specific to the specs of your machine, though some delay on the confirm button is necessary to ensure that all selected packs are fully loaded before players can confirm any changes. This delay ensures packs load correctly, which provides a smoother and safer experience for players when managing their pack selections. However, if you use mods, I still strongly advise against using that feature at all. Modder Lot 51 explains this, saying, if you are playing with mods and using the pack selection tool, I would avoid turning packs back on after they've been turned off. Just restart your game to get back into a fresh state. Some injections are not going to be able to tell if they've already happened and could duplicate things. Even turning off packs alone can cause problems because it reloads other random tuning that injections won't know about either. Probably should just avoid the thing altogether if using mods. Use the command line arguments in EA app like before with James Turner's online tool. I'll leave a link to James Turner's tool in the video description below. It is something that's been around for quite a while now and does make it a lot easier to put in the right codes for disabling the packs that you don't want. So good they're at least trying to fix that feature. I don't know if it actually did in the case of non-mod users, but I feel like even if I did play completely vanilla, I'd be scared to use it anyway. My trust is already broken with that. Oh well, in my case, I wasn't going to use it anyways because I don't really need to disable any packs. Like, it's very rare that I do challenges and that sort of stuff. Anyways, let's move on to the blog post, and actually much like the Enchanted by Nature one, it is very long, so you may want to grab a snack or three. Welcome simmers of all ages to Gibby Point, a new and wonderful world bursting with play, discovery, and adventure at every turn. Many, many years ago, before it was inhabited, a great wave rushed through Gibby Point to create a lush and fertile landscape. It became home to jellyfish, glowworms, and plumbirds. It's also where the world's largest geyser, unusual caves of crystal, and a bioluminescent bay were formed. Okay, I remember we did have a bioluminescent area of water in Tartosa, so there's have another one of those. And I guess the plumbirds are what they're calling the takahe that I talked about in a previous video that are native to New Zealand. But it was more than these unusual creatures and natural wonders that drew Sims from all over to Gibby Point. Here, adventure can be found around every corner. Embrace the spirits of childhood and carry it in a bold, adventurous life. Meet new Sims, uncover quests, and explore new sites. Discover getaways like kids camp, fitness retreats, or even a romantic contest. Gibby Point is also the world in which we're excited to introduce the new getaway system with custom venues and getaway planner, expanded childhood content, including new sentiments and a playground builder, and new activities, traits, careers, objects, challenges, and more. 1, 2, 3, getaway! 3 thrilling new neighborhoods await you in Gibby Point. Wanderwood Wilds is a leafy haven laced with forest trails, erupting geysers, and a whisper of mystery. Crystal Valley is where sparkling rock formations ignite the imagination, and Jellyfish Junction is a waterfront wonderland with a glistening lagoon and locals who adore their jellyfish. Every adventure brimming neighborhood in Gibby Point is anchored by its own unforgettable getaway. Sims can fish in mountain streams and swap campfire stories at Camp Gibby Gibby in Wonderwood Wilds, Recharge Body and Mind at Revive and Thrive at Jellyfish Junction, or spark romance at the Cozy Retreat of Love Highland in Crystal Valley. It'll be hard to choose your getaway, and even harder to leave. Sims can also unwind at boardwalk festivals, grab the controller of a retro gaming console, catch butterflies, and accept quests from a curious local who may actually be the last surviving large plumbird to roam Gibby Point. Turns out that retro gaming console was in the trailer, I just didn't see it at first. But here it is, and looks like the kid has a different looking controller as well. But there's a Void Critter game, that's cool, and it looks very similar to the older Pokemon games with how the battles looked. Hopefully the Nintendo ninjas do not go after them. Next are a couple of screenshots, thanks to the EA Creator Network for providing me higher quality versions. So we have this compilation of the new world of Gibby Point. So there's the world's largest geyser, Camp Gibby Gibby, Jellyfish Junction, and whatever it is they're doing in that fourth picture. I don't know what's going on there. They're like, no, they're not collecting water, right? We already have that, but that's definitely something else that they're holding. Also, that sim in the giant plumbird costume is a choice, but maybe that sim gives us the quest. And I wanted to point out in the Jellyfish Junction screenshot, the sims in the kayaks look like they're wearing jellyfish themed hats with strings just kind of like coming down the sides. Like, that's great. Very Sims-like. In the campsite screenshot, we have the Sims doing the butterfly catching, but I also wanted to point out the kid looks like they're playing hide and seek, and then behind the left portion of the sign, there's a Sim crouching behind there. So looks like Sims can use more hiding spots than just the box, cardboard box, Metal Gear Solid style that we saw in the trailer. Then we have this playground here. Looks like even the adults can use it because we have one up there. There's a kid climbing up the slide, and there's another just looking out through the viewpoint on the right. In the middle are two Sims playing rock, paper, scissors, also illustrated by the thought bubble above one of their heads. I wonder if that is going to be restricted to children only though, because I wouldn't mind if adults were able to do that. But we also have a child kneeling beside what looks to be another design for the imaginary friends. Way in the back is a child using the archery range. And then off to the right, we have a Sim sitting at a picnic table doing some arts and crafts. So that's pretty cute. Guess they're making a paper airplane, judging by their thought bubble. Then for the young and the young at heart, the magic of play begins in childhood. An adventure awaits. Child Sims can shape their personality and skills through formative moments, new traits, and evolving childhood sentiments that influence experiences well into adulthood. Let young Sims explore papercraft, archery, diving, and even entomology, or build sprawling modular playgrounds to make adventure time even more thrilling. They can also enjoy classic games like hide and seek or rock, paper, scissors, and take on challenges that build both confidence and connections. This sounds really cool. Yeah, it does kind of sound like stuff that should have been in Parenthood or Growing Together. But I am intrigued about all of this stuff. If your child sim isn't the cool kid on the block, a new kid-focused aspiration in the pack, yes, finally! Another child aspiration, and they're having trouble making friends, try an imaginary one. That's right, chat. Really? This is not Twitch. Imaginary friends are here. Choose from 4 distinct dolls and 4 unique personalities, including goofball, creative, competitive, and evil. Each one will interact and bond with their sim in their own special and possibly chaotic way. Caution, evil friends do not come with extra smoke detectors. Oh, that's too bad. But okay, 4 different designs. Maybe one of them is a stuffed animal, but I'm not getting my hopes up. But it does sound like they do have a bit of depth going for it. But they are going to talk more about imaginary friends in a Discord Q&A, but we'll talk about that part of it later. For adult Sims in Gibby Point, wrinkles and gray hair may be optional. Playtime, however, is not. and this place is full of adventures, thrills, and new activities like kayaking, water sliding, and working out at the fitness center. Yeah, that all sounds pretty cool. I mean, I've been begging for years for kayaks, though it's too bad we're not also getting canoes. And pool slides, I've been also begging for a long time. And more workout equipment, yep, also good stuff. And then for the truly outdoorsy, the new park worker career offers 2 paths: camp counselor and park ranger. Perfect for keeping adventure alive year-round. Oh, that's funny, because in Outdoor Retreat, there is a park ranger NPC, but now we can actually be the park ranger in a different pack that can easily be compared to Outdoor Retreat. Next is a screenshot of a pool. What's interesting is that even though this pack has a very clear vacation retreat angle, a lot of it you could just use in your usual day-to-day gameplay. So we have the 2 variations of the diving boards, like the more shorter classic diving board we've seen since The Sims 1, and the taller diving platform that actually we did have in The Sims Bustin' Out. And there's also the pool slide. So yeah, that's good stuff. And we also have a sunken hot tub, because all the ones we've had in The Sims 4 so far are above ground. So that's kind of cool that we have one that goes into the ground now. There's also an outdoor shower to the very right, some new fencing in the background that looks nice, and off to the side, there's a kid playing with a retro video game console and another new game. Reminds me of Wreck-It Ralph just looking at it. If you build it, they will come. If the 3 established getaways don't fill your adventure cup, you can design your own and play by your own rules with the new features, custom venues, and getaway system. You can craft unique escapes for your Sims and their friends. Getaways can last a day or more and be anything from restful to challenging. Schedule activities that'll help your Sims recharge and maybe meet new friends. You can even apply rules to your getaway. For example, for those who love reality dating shows, elimination rules will have Sims competing to outlast each other. Build and decorate your unique custom venues however you want. Decide what kinds of activities are available there and share it to the gallery for others to enjoy. Okay, I think now I'm starting to understand what they actually mean by custom venues, because I was like, what? We can make our own venues already. What's different about that? But okay, so then with this one, we have a lot more customization of what Sims actually do here, looks like, compared to like the more like pre-made lot types, like say a park or a bar or a lounge. Yeah, imagine a beachfront lot that serves smoothies by day. Yes, this pack has blenders and transforms into a bustling dance club by night. Need some more inspiration for your perfect getaway? Check out the builds made by Simmers below and you make the Sims. Then we got this screenshot. I already went over this one before because it leaked, but we have the Sims just being romantic on the left there with another Sim in the foreground. Still not sure what the object in the very front is. And yeah, that definitely is a lake in the back. And then in the middle, we have a gym. So yeah, that actually is a Sim pouring a new drink with a blender there, but the watermark was obscuring it before. But yeah, looking forward to having the weights and the exercise bikes. And then on the right is this summer camp. Yes, so some of you told me that the little paper thing that the girl is holding is a cootie catcher. And yeah, that rang a bell. I think that's what I had heard of them before, though I think there was also a couple other names that you threw down in the comments. But yeah, there's that. Not really much else to say that I haven't already said, but I think then that is a caterpillar, it seems, in the little enclosure at the bottom. And what's a getaway without an itinerary? With the Getaway Planner, you can mix and match activities or test your Sims' mettle with fitness challenges using the new spin bikes and free weights. Win or lose, the new competitive trait will determine just how gracious or salty they are about the outcome. Ready to share the fun you created, upload your custom video to the gallery, and help unlock the imagination of your fellow Simmers. You may have caught a glimpse of young Nigel in the new reveal trailer alongside his 2 best buds, Raheel and Toshi. the Great Adventurers. Now an adult and lifelong Gibby Point resident, Nigel Chavez Ralston enthusiastically serves as camp director at Camp Gibby Gibby, guiding Sims, young and old, through adventures they'll remember for a lifetime. Get to know Nigel and other Gibby Point neighbors in our upcoming Meet the Sims article on September 17th. Alright, that's cool. Hopefully there's a decent amount of lots. We do have 3 neighborhoods, so that's a good sign. Enchanted by Nature had 14, so if this also has 14, that would be nice. Next, we have a short clip of the 3 digital bonus items that are only available until November 13th. The Toasty Kettle, the Toasty Tower Lamp, and the Toasty Tootsie Socks. I think they're all pretty cute, though I am still surprised that the kettle will now no longer be a gameplay item exclusive to For Rent. The specific version of this video is actually what's on the gameplay trailer premiere page for Adventure Awaits right now, but the actual gameplay trailer won't be up until next Wednesday. You make The Sims to show you just how far your imagination can get away, haha, in Gibby Point. We teamed up with creators JJ Bink, Danielle Builds, Griffey, Kiwi Sims Kate, and Axie Sims to build one-of-a-kind lots and getaway systems for the pack. Wow, that's more than usual. Don't they always only have 3, maybe 4 creators? Yeah, maybe that is a sign there are going to be a lot of lots. But their vision and creativity shine through the boardwalks, campsites, and family homes featured across the world. JJ Bink, an Aussie mom and full-time content creator who can't resist bringing her favorite movies and TV shows to life in the game, built the Love Highland custom venue in Crystal Valley. You can also find her Lot Whispering Waters Sanctuary in the gallery on October 2nd. Nestled by the serene waters, Love Highland features a private dock. Yeah, so that's a water lot. That's cool. A luxurious hot tub and numerous cozy nooks, perfect for romantic evenings. Surrounded by nature, it offers an idyllic escape for intimate moments and peaceful relaxation. Opportunities for romance and drama abound. Knowing this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to build lots for my favorite game added some serious pressure. It wasn't just about making things look epic and unique, but also about creating lots that people can jump into, play with, and craft their own stories, all while having fun, said JJ Big. The in-ground spa was a must-have for every build. It's such a fun twist on the classic above-ground ones we usually see. I also love an epic fireplace moment, so in my romantic getaway lot, the build literally revolves around a massive fireplace pillar. Danielle, aka Danielle Builds, a content creator known for her variety of content including stop-motion builds, speed builds, and tutorials, designed the Jellyfish Jubilee vacation rental in Jellyfish Junction, as well as Cryptid Creek Camp, featured in the gallery on October 2nd. That's interesting. They're also uploading some of their lots to the gallery, so I guess I don't know if there's meant to be like alternatives for the exact same lot they built on originally, but okay. Situated in the heart of the bustling seaside neighborhood of Jellyfish Junction, this vacation rental offers vacationers modern comfort and easy access to local attractions and amenities. With its calming decor and stargazing balcony, Jellyfish Jubilee is the perfect spot for an enjoyable and convenient stay in Gibby Point. When building for getaways, I think about how players will interact with the space differently than they would a permanent home, said Danielle Builds. I focused on creating memorable vacation moments, like scenic outdoor hangouts, activity spaces, and inviting communal areas, while still keeping the layout functional for different families. Longtime simmer Griffey has built custom venue Camp Gibby Gibby in Wanderwood Wilds, Plumbird Park in Wanderwood Wilds, and Fearful Fish Lounge in Crystal Valley. Camp Gibby Gibby offers stunning lake views and a sturdy dock, perfect for jumping into refreshing waters. With many exciting activities to engage in, Sims of all ages will create unforgettable adventures in the heart of nature. I never got to go to camp as a kid, so getting to create my dream camp in the game was so exciting. I cannot wait to bring my Sims there, said Griffey. The oceans surrounding the world are beautiful, and getting to build so close to them, and even partially on the water for Camp Gibby really helped to pull the builds together. I loved having the ability to add docks over the water, with places to roast marshmallows, or even go kayaking. Yeah, I am so glad that we're finally getting more boat types, even if it's just one, as well as water lots, because I don't think they deserve to be confined to island living only. Though, I mean, it would be nice if island living had come with more boats, but that just did not happen. But yeah, like, water lots are so cool. It's a shame that we can't really just add our own, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what people will build with them now that we have some more. Kiwi Sims Kate, who hails from Aotearoa, New Zealand. I think that's how you say that name. That's where the Kiwi in the name comes from. Built a total of 3 lots for the expansion pack, so that's good. They did get at least one person from New Zealand, because I don't think there's that many people from there in the EA Creator Network. But residential lot, miners, mints in Crystal Valley, as well as the Revive and Thrive Retreat and Fletcher's Cottage in Jellyfish Junction. Overlooking the picturesque bay, Revive and Thrive Retreat provides a serene escape to recharge and rejuvenate. This home away from home features state-of-the-art fitness facilities and tranquil views for a truly refreshing experience. I wanted to create the kind of retreat space where your sim might stumble across Nancy Landgrab next to them in spin class, or be saluting the sun with Judith Ward during the morning yoga routine, said Kiwi Sims Kate. While there are some rustic elements, I drew on inspiration from some of the private retreats you hear about celebrities visiting here in Aotearoa. It was also important to me to include height to the buildings to make the most of those sunrises and sunsets in this beautiful world, allowing your Sims to really unwind after a tough day of exercise. Oh, I wonder if they're actually changing up how the lighting looks in this world, because they do that sometimes, like Sulani, for example. The glamping area, while still being a touch luxurious, allows your Sims to mix with nature, waking up to the sounds of the dawn chorus and a quiet stroll around the trees. Axie Sims, also known as Alexandra, built 3 residential lots across the neighborhoods: Seabree Scenic, Crystal Cottage, and Wanderwood Wonder. Crystal Cottage is a sleek and modern house located in the historic mining town of Crystal Valley. It features a polished architectural design and a refreshing pool, seamlessly blending contemporary living with the area's rich heritage. I wanted each lot to have a welcoming and friendly feeling that makes them fun to play with. Whether the style for some lots was a bit more rustic or for others more modern, said Axie Sims, 2 of the houses I built were for pre-made families. But if I were to talk about the lot that is currently unoccupied, I would start the story with a young couple just starting out. After they save enough money, they can move into the modern house I made in the Crystal Valley area. When they're ready, they might even think about having a child. That lot is perfect for a small family with a comfortable lifestyle. Okay, that's good to put that kind of thought even like between their builds, because yeah, it is nice to have a little bit of space to expand, especially if I am moving in 2 Sims who I fully intend to be a couple and have at least one child in the future. Then that works out pretty well. Then the music of Adventure awaits. We created a soundscape to provide the vibes for your getaway, and of course it's all in Simlish, with unique tracks from UMI, Naomi Scott, and Chloe Moriendo. You'll be instantly whisked away to the getaway of your dreams. Here are a few songs on the soundtrack: Sideways by Baloo Brigada, Shoreline by Chloe Moriendo, Shy Girl by Houghton Freddy, High by Party of 2, Cherry by Naomi Scott, Ellie and Jen by Your Grandparents. My grandparents made that? No, I'm just kidding. Dang, by Rainbow Kitten Surprise. Oh, that sounds like a good one, and I haven't even heard this song before. Mango Sticky Rice by UMI, or is it Umi? I'm not sure. Better by People Are Ugly, Swunla Bois by Koda Khan, and Zoe Flobe by Wordna Yeliz. The ones that are marked with an asterisk are original songs from The Sims, rather than Simlish covers of existing music. Then finally, Camp Plumbob is here. Our online community event is filled with fun activities, challenges, and dev Q&As. Join the Sims Discord to get the details on our upcoming dev sessions and real-time updates about the pack. Here's a schedule of our dev Q&A sessions for Adventure Awaits. Imaginary Friends on September 9th at 1 p.m. Pacific Time. Counties and Lore on September 17th at 1 p.m. Pacific Time. Okay, yeah, they also mentioned a blog is gonna go up about that on that same day. And Getaway Systems on October 1st at 1 p.m. Pacific Time, the day before the expansion comes out. I didn't realize this until someone commented on my post about this, but is this replacing the developer live stream? Because it's like last time with Enchanted by Nature, they didn't have like a proper live stream with the developers, but they did have that live stream with It's Me Troy and T-Pain, which was quite entertaining, but then they never put it back up. But yeah, that is a thing that happened. So yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, that's basically it for the blog post. Yeah, that was long, just like I said. Still longer than I thought it was gonna be, but oh my goodness. Lots of stuff to take in here, and it is cool hearing the sort of like mentality that all these builders went into when like building all of their lots. And yeah, we don't have the exact number of lots yet. I looked at the EA app because I know at the past couple of expansions, they have put some more info in there, but I don't see anything there right now other than the screenshots and videos that we already have. So maybe they'll add it later if they keep doing that. So I'll keep an eye out for that. Overall, I am still just in total surprise that I'm actually excited for this one. I mean, we do get plenty of disappointments like Love Struck, Horse Ranch, and Enchanted by Nature, but occasionally it does happen when we get a good one, like Life and Death or Cottage Living. So it seems like this might be one of those ones, especially since this is apparently made by the same team that made Life and Death. So man, if we only got one expansion pack per year, but every single time it was by that team, that would be fine. We already have so many expansion packs. This is number 20, by the way. I forgot to mention that in my reaction video. We're actually hitting 20. We've never hit that with a Sims game in the past. So yeah, that is wild. Still, like, is it going to be worth $40 US? That's still so hard to justify. But like, yeah, I can already tell this looks like a pack I will enjoy a lot more than Businesses and Hobbies and Enchanted by Nature. And that wraps up an almost half an hour long info and thoughts video. So feel free to let me know your thoughts on Adventure Awaits so far in the comment section below. And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later and have a great day. Thanks for watching.